Used to have a silver tooth and I was just a...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That second down play nets a -4. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw again is Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. Stiff-armed him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Now Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone. And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times. Now Watson going to sneak it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
No, we changed it.
To throw is Jackson. And it's a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner by the time.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Ojabo. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes...
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns 17-yard line.
Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of him, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And 5.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A gain of 5 yards. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this 1st half alone.
And he picks up another 1st down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They go up the middle with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Watson now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage has already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Devin Duvernay. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So now the other return teams out there as he'll try to duplicate what they just saw. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Watson on first down. That pass complete to Moore. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup with 6. Brings up second and
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Watson off play action. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku. 31 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. A quick throw complete on to Beckham. Now inside the 25. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Pulling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing is working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by David Ojabo. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Right back to Njoku. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson looks to throw again. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot.
Touchdown! Nick Chubb, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Dobbins running out of the gun. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. After the interception, here's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Here's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 39 yards. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
At the 30-yard line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. This time, Jackson will throw it. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got it to about the 40.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. From the gun, here's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A give running right is Chubb. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needing a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. York able to send this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there in defense. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. On first down, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
Now Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll come up now on second down. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here comes 2nd down.
Report!
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. There he goes, left side. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns 30. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Right back to Dobbins on first. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can...
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.